There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
I was on mute, so let's try this again, and welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakken. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. You know, how am I going to use this equipment if I can't even take myself off mute? But you know, we're not gonna judge tonight, right? So thank you very much for joining me. I'm at a new time. Paranormal Warehouse had asked me to move back an hour to accommodate other programming, and because I tend to take longer than the usual shows, basically. It just made sense to do so. So hopefully that this works out for people, that there's people who want to see it are still able to see it. If it ends up being too late for people who want to see this, I'm not opposed to seeing if we move to a different time or something like that. So we'll just kind of see what happens, what's going on. I don't know if you can tell from over here, but my flashlight is going off. And you can kind of see right now that it's actually going off a little bit. At one point, it got on before the broadcast started, and I asked if they could just turn the light back off, and they did so. So I'm just going to ask, you know, you've been playing with the flashlight. Can you turn it on all the way for me, please? Because it did do so, which was pretty interesting. Could you please turn the light on all the way on the flashlight, please? So what I'm going to do is you're going to see my beautiful hand touch the flashlight and try to kind of reset it a little bit. Okay. Can you turn the flashlight on for me now, please? Well, it's there if you want to. We're going to talk about the equipment here in a second. All I'm asking everyone to do is if you could possibly share this video, let people know that we're on right now. We had a tremendous amount of success with our Spirit Box session last week. And I just want people to know, especially with the new time and everything, if you could just share this video on my behalf, let people know that I'm on right now. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. That would be really, really wonderful. Thank you very much. And what I like to do also is I like to kind of let everyone, you know, say hi to everybody who's taking their time to say hi to me. And hi, Lucy, how are you doing? Amber, it's always good to see you on here. Thank you very much. Tanya, thank you. Chris, thank you very much. Hey, Jen, I hope everything is going well for you. Amanda doesn't mind the time, but she just didn't know. Quite frankly, it wasn't official until this afternoon. So, you know, that's how, you knew just a little bit after I knew. So don't worry about it. You know, for those who have said that they shared it, thank you very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Well, hello, how are you doing tonight? First of all, thank you all for joining me. Like I said, last week we had a tremendous Spirit Box session, probably one of the best that I've ever been able to be a part of for the live Spirit Box session. I mean, it was really pretty good. We were able to say hello to a lot of people. We were basically, we were just having this great momentum, and a lot of things was going on. One of the things I really want to make sure of that everyone understands, first of all, if you find yourself with something happening to you at the end of the session, like something that is kind of followed you, so to speak, please just be careful about it, and please feel free to reach out to me. If you feel like that something isn't quite right or something happens in your home after this, and I don't mean to scare anybody because that really is not what I'm trying to do here, but you just got to be careful. And we go through the practice of protecting ourselves. And I know that sometimes, for whatever reason, that may not be enough. It should be enough, but I do highly, highly, highly recommend that you protect yourself and make sure that you are in a good spot when we do these, because I've had a couple people reach out after the last one and just said that there's some stuff happening in their place. And that's what I'm here for, to help. Our goal here is to be able to communicate with spirits, but we're only looking for spirits that are of good. Anything else we do not want in our sessions. And also, just to clarify a couple things, I don't want your energy to come into the spirit box session. I want your intention. And I think there's a great distinction between the two. The intention is, I want family members to show up. I want people of love and light to show up and talk to us tonight. Your energy, you don't want to send your energy, because that is yours, and that's how you get attachments, if you kind of open that stuff up. So you just want to send your intention out, okay? And then from there, it will be very very easy to be able to get some kind of spirit interaction. We also did a great number of crossing over last week, just a huge amount. And that was really exciting too. So, you know what, let's just kind of see where we go tonight. I also want to let everyone know that, and hello, Mary, how are you doing? Thank you for joining in. And Nicole, thank you. I also just want to let everyone know too that if the stars align correctly, next week I'm going to be doing this from somewhere in Deadwood, South Dakota. And we're not sure, number one, I'm not sure if I can get an internet connection out there. And I don't mean they don't have internet, but you know, the way I work is like through a Wi-Fi system. So, you know, Deadwood, where we're staying, isn't exactly going to have 21st century amenities, but we're going to do our very best to be able to accommodate that. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. And if I can, I will definitely broadcast from Deadwood, because that would be pretty cool. Wow, Nancy, Central New York's pretty late over there, isn't it? The flashlight is going, but the thing about this flashlight situation at the moment is that I don't look at this as spirit interaction, okay? This is just, it's tough, okay? It's tough to get this where it needs to go. And why is it tough? Because you got to get the flashlight just right. And I'm not getting it just right. So because really the way it should work is if you touch it, it goes back on. There we go. That should be better set now. So hopefully someone will want to come and talk to us. And if you heard something just fly around in the house, that's my cat. And he only tends to make noises when I'm actually doing this kind of stuff. So let's just go through the equipment real fast. First of all, I just want to point out Daniel's note here. He says, I don't watch Spirit Box sessions because I honestly believe the energy can be spread through the internet. I know that sounds crazy, but you don't have to believe it for me to believe it. That being said, good luck to you, and I love the content on this channel. Peace, love, and happiness. Daniel, I just want to say I agree 100%. That's why we got to be careful. And that's why, that's why we do protection beforehand. For some people, they do it. Other people don't do it. And that, if you don't do it, something could happen. I mean, I think your take on it is very wise in the sense that you have to be able to know what's safe and what's not safe for you. So with that, just going back to the equipment real fast one more time. So we have a flashlight, we have a K2, okay? The K2 is, if we have electromagnetic energy around or it comes near us, it will go off, in theory. I mean, to be very fair, every time I set it up over here, it doesn't go off. Whoop, there goes the flashlight though. Hello, that's kind of cool. And there it goes again. So, is somebody who'd like to talk to us? You're trying to get our attention? Could you turn the flashlight back on again, please. If you'd like to talk to any of us, could you turn the flashlight back on? Then I shall continue on with my equipment until you want to turn it back on again. The one last thing I want to point out is the REM pod. And the REM pod is just the same as the K2. So if any sort of energy comes near it, it'll go off. You see what I mean? So that's what that's all about. So we got that out of the way. A number of people are kind of coming through here at the moment. Let's see here. It sounds like someone is like screaming through the house. That is my cat. He seems to be very vocal tonight. So, and you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm not convinced that there isn't something around here that's kind of riling him up, to be very honest. He is highly strung. I mean, we do have that going for him. But the thing is also is that, you know, as soon as we started turning on the equipment and stuff, he started to kind of get a little weird. I mean, weirder than normal. I mean, he's a pretty weird cat. But that is something that, you know, if you're doing paranormal stuff, I think there's two trains of thoughts, whether or not you believe something is happening or whether or not you don't believe something is happening. You know, you can believe in coincidences or you don't believe in coincidence. I think that the thing that you want to do here is pay attention to everything around you. The fact that my cat is right now screaming through the house is something that I find very interesting and something that is noteworthy, to be very honest. And, you know, as Rachel points out, and I know other people believe it too, animals can sense spirits, and absolutely they can. And I think I've talked about this a number of times on this program about my cats and what they have done and how some of my cats who passed away, how they have reached out again. So let's get to some spirit box communication right now. We are broadcasting tonight on Paranormal Warehouse. We're also broadcasting on the Minnesota GhostBox page, the Parafriends page, Minnesota GhostBox YouTube, also my personal profile page. So feel free to send through comments. Feel free to listen and tell us whether or not you agree with what I think is coming through, or if you hear something that I'm missing, feel free to talk about it. This is a collaborative effort. This is something that we all want to do together. And one thing I do also like to do before I get going is I just want to quickly do some pendulum work here. And I feel like asking spirit to talk to us through the pendulum as we kind of get started is something that's very important. Can you show me? Yes, please. Pendulum is going back and forth, okay? Can you show me no, please? Now the pendulum is going in a circle, going from left to right. That is no. Back and forth is yes. It's going back to yes. Flashlight just went on, and then now it just went back off because I can't control the cameras at the moment because I'm holding the pendulum. You might have seen it. All that we're asking is that spirits, we're just talking about spirits of love and light. Please communicate with us tonight. Well, that rhymes. I like that. We just want to, we're not doing this to expose you or anything like that. All we want to do is talk to our loved ones, talk to people who want to communicate with us, talk to people who are in need of help from us. Just tell us you need help. We will help you. We help people all the time. This is what we're here for, okay? You can see, maybe you can't see. It's kind of dark, but the pendulum is moving a lot quicker now. It's picking up intensity, okay? What that means is that we're getting strong spirit communication. So we have that going for us. And, you know, in a way, you have to kind of put yourself in a trance in a sense because you have to focus on what's going on around you. This is where I kind of run into some trouble where I'm doing this stuff because I'm also running cameras and I'm also looking at comments and everything else. But we really want to talk to spirits of love and light. We want to talk to our relatives. We want to talk to anybody who's good, who wants to just say hello, who wants to talk to us, who needs our help, okay? Will you be able to do that tonight for us? Will you come through? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And turn this down. There's something I want to look for real fast. And then we're going to do our protection. Flashlight just went off again, as you can see. One thing, so we're going to talk now protection. My cat's just run back into the room. First of all, for those of you who want to do protection, basically what we want to do is you start at your heart, right? Everything emanates from your heart. And that's why we're doing love and light, because everything starts from our heart. And we want to think of our heart, think of a light emanating from your heart, okay? And it's a small white light. And it grows and it grows and it grows. It keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger until it actually surrounds you. Just think of this light of love just surrounding you. It's warm, it's friendly, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel safe. That's the important thing. It has to make you feel safe. If it doesn't, then you're not doing it right. We're not going into battle, but we are needing to protect ourselves. We only want to talk to spirits of love and light, okay? And then if you have people in your house, they're not even a part of this, not even watching this. Just imagine it covering them also. Imagine it covering your whole house. It's like chainmail. It just completely covers you. It's spiritual armor, and it just should make you feel safe. And that we're excited because we're going to talk to spirits tonight. One other thing I want to do, you don't have to do this, but this is basically what I do. I have what's called Florida water. And I just like to do a little spurts on my hands. I just rub it. Think of safety. I have a candle that I always have lit when I'm doing these sessions. I have my St. Michael's badge that I always have with me. You know, you just want to be as protected as possible. Now I have an audio recorder. It's not the one I normally use. This is a smaller one. It's a Sony. And of course, you got to tag it. It's 10:20 on Sunday, June 14th, Spirit Box session. So we have that going for us. Last week, we used the SB7, which is a mass-produced spirit box. We've used a couple different types of spirit boxes here. And I believe that they basically are a really good box because they are something that it has a lot of different ways of doing spirit work, okay? So we're just gonna get started here. As always, if you think that this is too soft in terms of volume, just let me know. We will raise it up, okay? I'm going to do a reverse sweep. Last week I did the fastest, and then during it, someone suggested we just slow it down a little bit, which I was happy to comply with. We're going to start at a slower setting this week and see where that takes us, okay? I don't have any specific questions I want to ask, but I want to see who comes through, and let's see what happens. And let's have a fun time tonight. Send your intention, not your energy, okay? And then we're going to get going here. Okay, isn't that a lovely sound? Reverse sweep. All right. We're calling out to any spirits who want to talk to us tonight. Sounded like Robert, which is a name that comes through quite a bit. And also the guy who lives in my basement's named Robert. Did you say Robert? Is there any spirits in here that want to communicate with us, who are willing to talk to us? Now, keep in mind, folks, last week we got going pretty quickly. It takes up to 20 minutes sometimes to start getting some responses. Okay, that's an interesting word. Also, don't forget you can turn on some equipment if you want to talk to us. If you want to talk to us, you can use the flashlight. You can make the K2 go off over there. You can touch that long antenna. Trying not to make it weird sounding, of course. A couple of things coming through here that I want to address here real fast, if I can find them. Amanda, if you're talking about the spirit box we used last week, if you're talking about this program last week, this is the one that we used. Let's see, what else here? It's in Ireland. Thank you for watching. There's a couple people I'm going to get to in a second. Angela, do you have somebody who is helping you with those? Like, are you working with a demonologist? Let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, so, first of all, Katie, my house has been creeping me out. All the doors in my house open on their own, and the lounge light turns on and off. This happens every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Oh, that was interesting. You'll need to speak louder, okay? So we can understand. How's the volume, by the way, folks? Do you need me to turn it up? Who's ever in Katie's house, are you able to say your name, please? Why are you opening up the doors in her house? I just talked over you. God bless it. I did just turn it up a little bit. Hopefully it's now not too loud. John, what's the truth? Oh, is this better, John? Hi, Mandy. Thanks for tuning in. So Katie says an old man passed away in her house, and that's why the wife sold the house. The gentleman that lived in Katie Wicker's house, which was your house, can you say your name for us, please? Katie, you need to send through that intention. I feel like that we're getting some kind of responses through here. They're not relevant, I don't think. Angela, just getting back to your piece, I think that there's other demonologists. I think you need to talk to a demonologist more than just the Catholic Church. I feel that that's going to be something that is pretty specific to your house. Okay. Spirit, do you have any loved ones listening in tonight? Hey, Holly. All right, we're going to hold off on Katie's stuff for a second. If the person who lived in that house, who died in that house, wants to reach out to us, can you? Are you there? Angela, you can certainly do whatever you want, but I don't think a priest is going to do it for you. I think you want to try to find a demonologist, okay? And they work with the church, but they are very specialized to help exactly what you need. In my opinion, you don't have to take it, but that's what I feel about that. That's just like the first thing that just comes to my mind when it comes through, okay? All right, Hannah, I've been ignoring you. My mom, Stella, passed away 12 years ago, and she always said she'd contact me. I haven't seen or heard. Again, something to the spirit box. Stella. Are you there? Can you say Hannah's name, please? All right, Stella, I'm going to ask again. Can you say your daughter's name? Hannah. Interesting. You know, and I hate to be this way because who knows if what I heard was correct. It sounded like someone said hand. Not Hannah, but hand. But it's not as clear as last week, that's for sure. Wow, that sounded like Hannah to me. It really did. Stella, is that you? Is it easier for you to turn on one of the devices over there if you're here? Your daughter would really, really like to hear from you, okay? Is that possible? By turning on the flashlight or making one of the lights go off over here? Could you do that for us, please? It sounded like someone said, "What's that?" A female said that. Okay, now we're starting to get some words. All I'm asking is a spirit to come over here. All right. Can you turn off the light so we know that you can turn it on and off, please? I turned on the light, okay? Good. Good. Part of it, though, too, is that when you can't set it up properly, how are they going to make it work? So if you got some jerk that doesn't know how to set up a flashlight, they're not going to be able to turn it on. When you get amateurs running this show. And Stella, are you the one that said, "What's that?" Or sorry, just waiting? Or is somebody looking for help? Like being crossed over? Now the flashlight is completely off. That was pretty clear. Do you notice we're getting primarily a female voice coming through? Same voice. The voice I'm hearing, what is your name? Could you say your name for me, please? I know. Oh, there's your male voice, so something about doing that. Ooh, that gave me the chills. That came through nice and clear. We're getting voices, folks. I'm getting energy in here like nobody's business. Holy cow. Ooh. I hope I don't scare you when I do shit like that, but I am just kind of like, what was that? Thought I saw something white over there. Anyway. You don't have to stay here tonight. Sure. Can you turn on the flashlight for me, please? It should be able to work now. Just so that we know that it's working. Sound like someone said, yeah. Could you please turn that on for me? I'm pointing to it right now. This isn't a dog and pony show. I'm not trying to make you just do tricks. I just want to know if it works, okay? And that we can start a conversation. Maybe it doesn't work because it's on a 100-year-old Ouija board. I don't know. Sure. Jen, we've had people like that on here before, so I totally get it. All right. I have been ignoring Jasmine. Thank you for your patience, Jasmine. You guys hear the voices coming through now. We're getting people talking. They may not be directly responding to me. They might be talking to each other for all we know. I don't know. Jasmine says, my friend Kayla passed away in 2018 at the age of 19. I'm so sorry. That is no age whatsoever. I'm so very sorry. Kayla, was that you? Yeah. Do you know your friend Jasmine is wanting to talk to you?
That's right.
Kayla, could you even say your name? Yeah, I thought I got that too, to be honest. Oh, very cool. Very cool. that's just it. We don't know sometimes, do we? But I mean, if it sounds close, what are the odds? Jasmine, did you hear anything? Oh, that what you heard is oh. Kayla, would you be able to say your name so we could clearly hear it, please? Jasmine, does any of those voices sound like Kayla to you? Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that too, to be honest. So Kayla, can you do anything for us, please, just so we know? Interesting. Very interesting. Awesome. That is what I'd like to hear. Good. Good. Yeah, but who's the male talking to, Andy, huh? Hi, John. Welcome. Hi, Irene. Welcome. Probably what? One. Amanda, can you see if there's an Earl or a lady? They're my grandparents on my dad's side. I never got to say goodbye to them. It's always tough, isn't it? Earl or Elaine? Are you here to say hello anything to your granddaughter? Wonder what that was. Earl, are you here? Don't forget, if you don't want to talk to the spirit box, you don't want to talk to this, that's quite all right. You can just talk to, like, make one of these devices go off. Please do. You seem to do so when the camera's not on. Everyone at home's like, sure it does. All right. Getting to some of the people coming through here. Are you using an app or are you scanning frequencies? I am scanning frequencies. I have the SB7 spirit box. As you well know, there's other spirit boxes we could use. This is what I want to do. Going through some of the other stuff. Why ask why? All right, for Dom. Someone came to her after last week's session, which was pretty powerful. Can we get a name of who that was, please? So we're getting a number of things coming through, Don. I don't know if you picked up any names. I feel like that we've gotten some names. Whether or not it's related to who came to see you, I don't know. Maybe it was your grandma Mary. Does it feel like her at all? I'm assuming it isn't if you didn't recognize it. Sue also heard Jasmine, like affectionate sounding after I said she wanted to hear from her. That's nice. I'm glad every other people have heard that too. And I'm glad that we're able to help you. That's what we're here for. That's what, not what I'm here for, but all of us doing this, right? Okay, sounds good. All right, Kelly, my best friend Dottie passed away, and we never found out how she died. Dottie, can you come through for us, please? Sounded like to me, said here. Kelly, does that sound like her at all? Dottie, could you say your name for us, please? Can it, so it comes through, please? Yeah, that's what I got too. It was like long, here. Oh, good. It's fun to do, and we're all doing this together, right? It's not just me here. We're all doing this together. Good. I would love it if Dottie could say her name for us, please, just so we can kind of give you a little bit, or even like you say Kelly's name. Dottie, could you say Kelly's name? That's a man voice. It sounded like hi Kelly, like all together. Anyone else hear that? Hi Kelly. That was interesting. That's what I got at least. That's what I thought too. Good. Oh, you got that too, Lucy? Don't look. Don't look? Okay, so we're having a number of people who thought that Kelly's name came through. Nicole, this is a very good question. Yes, I believe based on the speed that this is scanning through, which is faster than what the radio scan would be, I believe that we have a better chance of picking up spirit communication than radio frequencies. That's why we get so much white noise. And in my opinion, the spirit communication floats above the white noise. And Rachel's like, no, she didn't hear Kelly, but she heard the name Kelly before. I definitely heard that one. Those are type of responses I don't like to hear, quite frankly. Especially if, like, what we didn't hear is the part that said behind you or something like that. So if you all see something behind me, you let me know. Interesting, Kelly. Is this Joey? Joey, are we hearing from you also, a friend of Kelly's? I know I sound like a broken record. But can you turn on a flashlight for me, please? Yeah, well, can you turn it on then, please? That's the flashlight. Can you please turn it on? It's not about radio. So Samantha is asking about Nana Patricia, and other people have heard Nana come through. And I'm sorry I didn't hear it myself, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen by any stretch of the imagination. That is really cool, of course. Also, Jasmine, I heard Kayla's voice. It sounded just like her. That's what we're here for. That's what we want to hear. Such a good feeling to know she knows I'm thinking about her. You know, and that's just it. Someone said earlier that they said that their grandma would come back and talk to them, but they didn't get the communication. They never got anything from them. I think that they communicate to us all the time, but it's just on a level we can't get to. It's a tough question. You know, I'm going to do an episode, maybe coming up here, maybe when I'm back from Deadwood, that we try some apps. There's a couple apps that I really like, but they're for tablet, not for phone. Echo Box works really well. So maybe we do a night just of that kind of stuff and see what happens. Pretty cool, isn't it? Sorry, this bugs me. Turn it off, please. Feel free to turn it back on. All right, where are we here? Well, and if you have one that's working for you, Nicole, you'll know if it works. If it's you know, intelligent responses, what you're talking about. Two, did you hear the name Jack come through? And then Mandy heard John. Joelle asks, or says, I had a patient that was really close to me, Charles. Is Charles around? Charles, are you around? Can you talk to us? Charles, if you're there, if you're here, can you say your name or say hello? Of course, as you know, Charles, as everyone knows, if you don't want to talk to the spirit box, you're more than welcome. Now we're getting something. Hey there. Almost sounded like Dad or something, didn't it? A female saying Dad or Dan or. It almost sounded like it's Jack. And a number of you have heard Jack. Let's see. John thought he heard John. Laura heard John also. Rachel just heard Jack. Are you? Don't you hate it when I talk over them? I do. How many of you? Who's in? Is someone here named Jack or John, or do you want to talk to John? Could you let me know one way or the other? All right, let's try this. It never worked, but let's try this again. Good. I thought I was going insane. Grace. You sound like Grace. Is your name Grace? Yeah. I only know one Grace, and I certainly hope it's not who I think it is. If your name is John, that you keep saying John on the box, and your name is John, could you touch the flashlight here for me, please, and make it go on? If you're wanting to talk to a John, can you touch the flashlight for me, please? If you can't make the flashlight go off, can you touch the K2? I sound like John again. If this is the Grace that I know, can you make yourself known to me, please? Thought I heard Dad again. Now, Barbara says, had very vivid dreams of my dad lately that feel real. My dad Pat visiting in my dreams. Pat, are you here? Barbara's dad, Pat, are you here? She's been having dreams about you? Have you been visiting her? Could you say your daughter's name?
Sorry.
Pat, if you're there, could you say Barbara's name, please? I don't want to hound on it. I just would like to see if you could do that, please, for us. It'd make your daughter feel really good. So a couple of you heard sorry. A couple of you heard John again. I heard John also. Now, Jillian's mom, Lillian, passed away in December. And so my speaker is Bluetooth, so when my phone goes off, it kind of bypasses it. It's silly, I know.
Morning.
Morning or Marty? So, Lillian, are you here for Jillian? Lillian, could you say Jillian's name? Not to my knowledge, George. Unless you have a Faraday patch, that might help. Or not patch, that pouch. I believe. Also, I have, there's a couple of pedestals that you can use. I have one that is meant to take down the white noise a little bit too. I personally like the white noise. I know it's not everyone's favorite. Okay. Patty Ann. That's all I remember that. Are you there for Nicole? Absolutely. Patty Ann, can you say Nicole's name? Are you trying to reach out to Nicole? All right, before we go, I want to ask, are there any spirits that need help crossing over? Okay. All right, let's do this then. All right, folks, can I get your help? This is how I kind of like to end these sessions. Any spirits that need help crossing over would like to do this? Once again, do not give your energy, just give your intention. Your intention to help. Spirits who are here to help you that cross over. Remember, it doesn't matter what you thought you did in your life that you might think that there is a reason for you not to cross over. This is your way to cross over. This is your way to get to the other side of the veil, okay? So, there is a light. You follow that light. It might be small now, but if you go towards it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You see the light. We opened it up for you. Okay, we opened up that light for you. Just keep going towards it. It's going to get bigger and bigger. You are around safety. You're going to be okay. Are you still seeing the light? You just go through it, okay? There's someone on the other side that will help you. It'll probably be a loved one. It will be somebody who will be there to help you. You can come back whenever you want. Okay? Are you there?
Sure.
Anybody else who wants to cross over to get to the other side of the veil, it's there for you. Okay? Do you see it? I'm here. Awesome. You're welcome. And with that, let's call it good. I don't know. That didn't sound quite right. Okay. Spirits, thank you so very much for talking to us tonight. You brought comfort and joy to a lot of people tonight, and hopefully we were able to help you too. I close this session, and I shut down the session in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know they're still talking. This session is closed. That was good. Just going through what some folks are saying here. I'm here. What are those, oysters? What's going on there? Oh, hearts, sorry. Eyesight. Yeah, it was. Oh, good, Jillian. That is fantastic. That's what I want to hear. Thank you. I'm so glad to hear that. Good. I hope that was helpful for you. I mean, like you said, you've been getting those dreams, and I think you know when they are grief or if they're real, right? You just know. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that. Thank you all very much. Remember, this is not just me, right? We all know that it's because of all your intention and all your goodwill, okay? I do need to keep reminding you all about this. We can't do this without each other. So one thing I do want to make sure, while I still have some of you still here, and I take this stuff very seriously, is that we got to tell ourselves this session is closed. This session is closed. Any spirits that are with us, you have to go now, unless you are loved ones connected to certain people here that you always want to be around, that this session is closed. You do not communicate with us anymore. You do not attach yourselves to us. We are done talking with you for this week. And everyone needs to kind of say that in your own way so that nothing else attaches to you, okay? Nothing happens to you. That's super, super important, okay? And it seems like that we've done a good job. I'm glad everyone had a good time. I hope that it was worth your time. Real fast before I let you all go, I'm always here to help. If you need help with a paranormal investigation or paranormal consultation, I'm always here. I have a couple cases going at the moment. But you know, it's not just about me helping, but using my rather connected sources. I do know a fair amount of people, not to say you don't either. But I'm happy to help. My website is mn-ghostbox.org, where you can see my web series, my audio investigations, also a ton of spirit box evidence that I picked up over the years. You can also reach out to me through Facebook, through Messenger, if you're so inclined. I have a Facebook page for Minnesota GhostBox, which is my paranormal team. Also, you can reach out to me at greg@mn-ghostbox.org. Please do so if you need to, even if it's just a matter of you need something happened while you were doing the session, or you have a question. And yeah, I mean, I'm always here. Jillian, I actually do go quite a bit, except I don't know if I'm going to go this year. I always visit a friend in Birmingham, and there's a wonderful church that's 1,000 years old that I go to, and I touch all the stones and I feel the energy and stuff. So yes, it's very important. Right, I think a lot of us are too, and you do have to set your boundaries, and that's a very good way of putting that. So folks, I had a great time. I hope you did too. Thank you so much. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let's talk next week. It's 11/11, so that's a good time to call it a day. And hopefully, I'll either see you from here next week or Deadwood, depending on what I end up doing. And thank you for everything. And I'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. Thank you, and good night.